Okay, so this one, the first one, right? It's drawing quadratic graph. So what you should do is, quadratic graph only have two shapes. Okay, you either have happy face. Okay, I'll draw. See, you either have happy face or sad face. Yes, so see, you need to know sad face and happy face. So if it is you see, when y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, okay, this alphabet A, the coefficient, the number, if your A is a positive number, you know that you are happy. Okay, if A give you less than 0, so you know it is a sad face. So first of all, you want to draw quadratic graph, you need to know whether is it this shape or this shape, happy face or sad face. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So how do I define whether is it happy or sad? Okay, if you expand everything, you will get minus x squared. So it is negative 1. So for this case, the A is negative 1. So if A is negative 1, means it is a sad face. So you already know that your graph will look like that. Sad face down. Then of course, next is you must always use pencil to draw. Okay, because using pencil to draw, if you draw the shape ugly, you can still redraw. Can A be more than or equals to 0 for positive? No, you see, if your A is 0, right, that means there will be no x squared already, right? So then it will be a straight line graph instead of a quadratic graph. Agree? Okay? Agree, Yong? Okay, so this is EMath. Sec 3 EMath is today. Next week, I'll be doing Sec 3 AMath. Okay? Okay, so now I know it's a sad face. Next is, I want to find the critical points that you need to find is x-intercept. Yes, Minecraft, you're right, become linear. Okay, you need to find the x-intercepts. Okay, you need to find the y-intercept. And you need to find out what is the turning point. So these are the important points that you need to plot out. And they also state here, you see, label the x and y-intercept and the turning point clearly. So first, let's find out what's the x-intercept. So the x-intercept will be to sub y equals to 0. Okay, so for x-intercept, sub y equals to 0. Sub y equals to 0. So if I'm going to sub y equals to 0, I will get x minus 2, x plus 4 equals to 0, correct? You can remove the negative because it's an equation. I divide by negative throughout, it will still be the same. If I divide by negative throughout, I say give me x minus 2, x plus 4 equals to 0. I get x equals to 2 or x equals to negative 4. So I know that I have minus 4 and 2. So what we do is, okay, you can always use, you don't have to draw to scale. But usually, in order for me to make it like, where were you when I was Sec 3? How old are you now? Then I tell you where am I when you were at Sec 3. Okay, so you see, since I want to go 2, what I can do is, I can do here 2. The other side is minus 4, right? So I can put 4. Okay? 2 and negative 4. So I have minus 4, I have 2. You understand? But you see, since later I'm going to have this shape. So I will have this shape, right? So to play cheat, usually after I get my x-intercept, I know that it's a sad face. What I do is I just draw the shape. Pardon me for drawing ugly. Okay? So it will be like, you know, like that. Okay, so it will be this. Then you see that it's a bit ugly shape, right? Then let's adjust a bit. So it's this side which is ugly. So we will move. Better. Okay, so once we have that, then you will have a maximum point. So mark out the maximum point. This one, what will be the point is, always take the x-intercept. See, the x-intercept, I'm going to take minus 4 plus 2, divide by 2, it gives me negative 1. So it means that the turning point happens at -1. Then it will be up. This is the turning point. So I need to know what is this. So let's sub in. So let's sub in x equals to -1 into this one. So my y will be equals to minus, put bracket, -1 minus 2, -1 plus 4, and that will give me 9. Okay, this one I leave it to you to press calculator. So I know this point here, okay, is -1, 9. Next, I still have the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is over here. So for y-intercept, what should I sub in? 18, that means it's 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I haven't even joined TikTok. I only joined TikTok this year in May or June, I think. Yeah. Okay. So come share with me. If I want to find my y-intercept, what value should I sub in? So over here, I put here. Minecraft, what value should I sub in? Yep, it will be free ongoing. Sub x into y. Sub x equals to what into y? Sub x equals to what into y? You need sub x equals to y. You must be some certain value, so you're supposed to sub x equals to 0 into y, okay? Because at this point, the coordinate for x is 0. So sub x equals to 0, so y will be equals to minus 0 minus 2, 0 plus 4, and that will give me 8. So then over here, you will label this as 8. Okay? So you see, so to show this, to draw this kind of graph and get the full marks of 2, okay, you need to state what is your x-intercept, your turning point, and your y-intercept. Lastly, of course, label your graph. So this graph, I will label this as y equals to minus x minus 2 and x plus 4. Done. So you get your 2 marks. Okay? Come in to like and share. Okay, next. They ask you, curve too nice. Can or not? Not so nice lah. Maybe I give myself 80 marks only this one. So just now, if you notice, because I'm a right-hander lah, I draw up is okay. Just now, do you see that I struggle to draw this down because I'm right-hander, right? So technically speaking, when I should draw just now, maybe I should turn my paper. You know, I should turn my paper and I should draw this way. Then it will not be so ugly. Just now, because I did the other way, so it's a bit crooked, you see, because I'm right-hander. It's always easier for us to draw upwards, you see. It's easier for us to draw upwards. So you can always turn the paper. Just now I never turned the paper, that's why it's so ugly. It's okay, use your pencil, erase and draw again. Okay? Practice makes perfect. Okay, come, next. 1 mark. They said, state the equation of the line of symmetry. This is a very easy question. First line of symmetry is at where? Line of symmetry happens at the turning point. So the line of symmetry is actually this line. Okay? But in this question, they never ask you to draw line of symmetry. You don't draw. So it's this line. So a vertical line. A vertical line, how do you state the equation of the vertical line? Is it x equals to something or is it y equals to something? Okay, a vertical line, ask yourself this question. Okay, all the points on the vertical line, what stays the same? Is it the x remains the same or is it the y remains the same? You can ask yourself, okay, all the points. Like you see that if I say here, it will be minus 1 comma something. Here is also minus 1 comma something. Everywhere is minus 1 comma something, correct? So it means equation of a vertical line, the equation is called x equals to -1. Because on the vertical line, all the coordinates, the x is -1. Understand? Okay, so that's vertical line. And this one, 1 mark. Yes, Minecraft. Because Sec 1 learn linear graph. Okay, but if you were in a normal acad, you might not learn it. So, but because you go to if you go to Express, then the change lah. Sec 1 Express learned linear graph. Sec 1 normal acad haven't learned linear graph yet. Okay, okay, let's move on. Okay, this question, given that H is, my school so strict, they say must show working in order to get mark. Which one? This one? This one 1 mark only what? Okay. Given that H is 40% of K, find the value of 3H over 5K. Okay. So what do you do? Okay, it's a bit like a primary school. H equals to 40%, means 40 over 100, okay, of K. So the 40 actually goes to the H and the 100 actually goes to the K. But 40 over 100, I'm going to simplify. So if you press calculator, reduce to the lowest term is actually 2/5. So it means what? It means H is 2 unit and K is 5 unit. So when they ask for 3H over 5K, 3H means what? 3 2 unit, because H is 2 unit. 5K means 5 times 5 unit, 5 unit. So 3 times 2, 6 unit. 5 times 5, 25 unit. Of course, the unit can cancel away, so it's just 6 out of 25. Done. Right? That's all, 2 marks. So you just need to know that 40%, you need to change it to fraction form, simplify it. The numerator belongs to the first mentioned, which is H. Okay, the denominator belongs to the K, which is later mentioned, because it's of K ma. So after that, H is your 2 unit, and then K is the 5 unit. And just when they ask for 3H, means 3 times 2 unit, 5K means 5 times 5 unit, and then just simplify to the lowest term. Okay, and that's for this question. Okay, let's move on to the next. Okay, this one is learned in Sec 2 Express, Venn diagram. Okay, set notation and Venn diagram. A is Venn diagram, B is set notation. Okay, so you must ask me, why Sec 3 doing Sec 2 stuff? You know that Sec 3 will consist of mixture of Sec 1 and Sec 2, right? I watched your live for my EYE and got 97. Wow! Congratulations! Okay, so usually my students get 97, then I will ask them where the 3 marks go to. Okay, but good job. Okay, so on the Venn diagram, how do you do the A prime intercept with B? Okay, kids, you see, for me, yeah, a lot of people don't like the Venn diagram. Okay, see, Venn diagram, you only have two things. You have either union or intersect, correct? Okay, you only have union and intersect. Correct or not? Sam, you around? Are you around, Sam? I think Sam is around. Sam, are you around? Just to double check. Can okay. I saw people being muted, so I know Sam should be around. Okay, can. So let's see. Okay. So union and intersect. You only have 2 kinds of shape. So since this one asked me to draw intersect, okay, for me to find the shape, to shape which part, I need to do my working. So this is what I do. I will draw use pencil and draw here. Okay, A and B. Teacher Kangie don't know how to visualize. Okay, so I need to draw this one. Okay, so first they mention A prime. So I'm going to shape outside of A. Outside of A means you shape everything except the A. Understand? You shape everything except A. That's called A prime. Then they say shape B. Then you see, because it's intersect, right? So now I'm going to shape B in the other direction. So shape B in the other direction. Understand? The other direction. Then by looking at it, which region has two lines. Which region has two lines? It means that it will be the overlap. You understand? So the moon of the B is the region with two lines. So that means the answer is this part. Okay. No, part B is not 36. Who said part B is 36? It is just part B without A. Okay, so let's move on. So now this is how you draw the intersect. For intersect, I always draw the working so that I know which one is the overlap. Okay? For union, very straightforward. Union means together ma. If it means that if they say A prime means you shade A prime. After that they say B, you shade B as well. Whatever are already shaded means that's the answer. That's the union. Understand? Okay. So next. Here I just have set up a new girl who is a private O-level student. Yeah. Is this in Sec 1, Sec 2? I didn't say in textbook. Teacher, please teach me. This one is in Sec 2 Express. Sets and Venn diagram and set notation. Symbol for empty set, you just put it this way lah. Just empty lah. Or you can just put now. Okay. Okay, so now let's continue. So now over here, this one is the set. So whereby they say given that blah 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 is the such that is within this range. So what I do is first thing first is not identify. See whether there's an equal sign or not. See here or not? There's no equal. No equal means 2 is not included. So they want, that means this one is talking about from 3 all the way until 19, because again 20 is not included. So it's up to 19 only. Okay, so your universe, okay, universe means just like your rectangle, consists of number from 3 to 19. Understand? 3 to 19. Then after that, my set A, they tell me it is a prime number within these numbers. So usually what I do is I will always list down. Okay, so over here my A prime number start from what number? 2. 2, but take note, 2 is not inside my universe set. Yes, thanks for universe set. Okay, so I will start with 3 because 3 is a prime number. So I will say, okay, my A will have 3, 5, 7, 8 is not a prime, 9 is not a prime, 10 is not a prime, 11, 13, 17, and 19. So these will be the elements inside my set A because they are prime number in this universe set. Okay? Next, B. B is multiple of 6. Again, is from all this number. What are the multiple of 6? So it will be 6, 12, and 18. So there's only 3 elements in set B. Understand? Yes, correct. Prime number is a number with only 2 factors, 1 and itself. So 1 is not a prime number. The smallest prime number is 2. Understand? Because 1 did not fulfill the things as saying that it's 2 factors, because 1 is only have 1 factor, which is 1. Okay, so C. C a bit difficult. Not so difficult. You need to do one additional step. You understand? You need to solve this linear inequality first. So over here, I'm going to solve. So it is 4x minus 1 more than 20. Rainbow, 4x minus 4 more than 20. Oops. Cannot see. Wait. Okay. So then after that, shift the minus 4 over. 4x more than 24. X is more than 6. So I'm going to look at x is more than 6 in this universe set. That will be in my set C. So it will be from 7 onwards, correct? It will be from 7 onwards. So it will be 7, 8, 9, and there's a lot of elements, right? I'm not going to list them down. So usually if it's continuous, I will just dot, and I stop at 19. I will only do this only is if it's consecutive number. You cannot do things like for A. You cannot 3, 5, 7, then 19. No. You only put the it's only when you know it's consecutive. Understand? Yes, Bernard, correct. It's 12 and 18. So that's why I always list the elements down. Okay, although it's just 1 mark, okay? Make sure that you put the 1 mark straight away inside a pocket. Okay? I will continue. I definitely will continue to teach maths. I've been teaching for 10 years. Okay, next. See here, they ask you, find B-intercept with C. Then after you list down, easy to see, B and C. Look at over here. Look at the smaller one with the lesser elements. It's 6, 12, and 18. Out of these 3 numbers, what are inside C as well? Only 12 and 18, because 6 is not inside C. So I will say B intersect C. The elements will be just 12 and 18. Okay, kids, take note. Hello. Yes, find repeated number. Okay. Then see, take note. This one is just an extra note. If the question asks for N, B intersect C, they have an N in front. So some students don't know what the N means. The N means the number of elements. Hello, love. The number of elements inside this. So just now we know that the elements is 12 and 18, right? This is to state the just to take note, you will be blocked if you talk about nonsense here. Okay, 12, and then once you are blocked, you will not be able to watch my math content anymore. So 12 and 18. This N represent 2. Yes, the number of elements. Mr. French fries, good. So you will state 2. You understand? Remember, if you see an N, means they want to know the number of elements. If there is no N in front, it's just you need to state the set, the elements inside the sets. Okay? Okay. Next. We are not done yet. The behind one is even tougher, although it's just a 2 marks. So let's take a look. They say the element X such that you need to know how to read. The X is an element of B union C prime. B union C means B together with C prime. Agree? So B and C, so I will do this. B union C means that actually it is 6, 7, all the way to 19. B union C, it's B and C together. So it's 6 all the way to 19. Then there is this thing called prime. So that means P union C prime means everything out of the 6 to 19 and inside the universe set. Right now. So, because I start from 3, right? So this one is simply just 3, 4, and 5. Agree? But we are not done yet. Okay, they put a bracket S means there could be 1 element or more. But they give, this is the first condition. I did that already. I know that it's 3, 4, 5. Next is they say, oh, the X also cannot be an element of A. This means cannot be element of A. So this 3, 4, 5, let's take a look at our A. Our A is prime number, agree? So means this 3, 4, 5, which one are prime number? 3 and 5 are prime number, correct? So that means the X should only be a 4. Yes, Loxley, you are good. Okay? Because 3 and 5 is in the set A, so 4 is out. Sorry, 3 and 5 is out, left 4. Okay? Yes, X is 4. Okay? So, next. Okay, this one is gone. Next. Oh, good. That's set notation and Venn diagram. Okay? So just remember that Venn diagram, always draw the working. Okay, it's easy to see. Okay, and for the set notation, always list down the set. Understand? Don't so-called skip steps and not listing down and see that, or telling yourself that I can see. No lah. Just make sure all these easy questions, grab the marks and put it inside your pocket. Let's go to this one, which is, this one is easy lah. This one is just suck in value. Okay, so this is just, let me find my question first. This one is actually set 1. This one you all cannot get it correct, means you need to go and bang yourself to the wall already. Okay, see 6t means 6, 1.5 over 5. You can see that our alphabet, I always replace it with bracket. So 6.1 square minus 2.3 cube. Okay, a lot of students sometimes never even write out this one, then straight away press calculator and give the answer. Okay, then they want to get 1 mark. Okay lah, at least you must show that you put inside the bracket, right? Then after that, you just press the calculator. Gabriel, it's okay, you can just attend my weekly TikTok. I will definitely do once or twice a week my TikTok math. Okay, equals to, so this one then you can press calculator. If it's 1 mark, just press calculator and get the answer. If it's 2 mark, write a bit more lah. So 45.0774. So kids, sometimes they ask, this one do I have to round off to 3SF? Do I have to round off to 3SF? Okay, you don't have to round off to 3SF. Why? Because it is exact. The calculator, when you press this whole thing into a calculator, it gives you 45.0774. Stop. This is a terminating decimal. Means that it ends. Unless you have those like 1.5, okay? Those type, then you have to round off to 3SF. This is already terminating decimal. You just leave it as it is. Don't have to round off. No need to round off. Okay, this one easy. Next. Okay, next is making subject. Okay, change subject 2 marks. A lot of students don't know how to change subject, so now I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm going to write the original question. It says S is equals to 6t over 5 n square minus m cube. So the first thing is, see what is your subject. They want you to make n the subject. So look at the whole question. My n square is inside here. It's inside here. Yes, this is math. EMath, Sec 3 EMath today. But of course, Sec 3 EMath means it's also mixture of maybe lower Sec also. Okay, then what am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to so-called bring this whole thing over to the left-hand side. Kids, take note, this is a multiply, correct? So if this is a multiply, if I bring over, it will be written as S divided by 6t over 5. Hello, Wooly. Okay. No, I will not move the n square minus m cube. You know why? Because n square minus m cube, I want to isolate n square. So I shouldn't bring my n square and mix together with my s. You understand? I want to isolate my n square out. Okay. So then after that, divide. See here, s over 1, s is s over 1, divide, change to multiply. I'm going to flip this one, become 5 over 6t. This one remain first, don't touch it first. This one can simplify. Why can't move 5 only? No, I move the whole thing over is because, since I want to, because 6t also doesn't consist of n so I might as well the whole thing bring over. But if you want to times 5 first, then divide by 60 also can. You understand? Okay, then this one I simplify, it becomes 5s over 6t equals to n square minus m cube. Agree? Then after that, see my n square is here, right? So I just going to just flip. When I flip entire, I don't have to change sign. So n square minus m cube equals to 5s over 6t. Then see when I switch entire, I don't have to change any sign. So So now my n square is here already. So now I just need to shift my m cube to the other side. Yes, move the minus m cube. So it's n square equals to 5s over 6t plus m cube. And the last step is, because they want single n, which is 1n, you cannot leave it as n squared. So it should be n equals to square root 5s over 6t plus m cube. And we are not done yet. Square root must always put plus minus. So over here must put plus minus. And this is the answer. Just to do a double check, okay, make sure that left hand side is 1s. Make sure that right hand side don't have any hidden n inside. Okay? So it's fine that you leave it in this answer. Or if you want to still massage this into single fraction also can, but it's not necessary. Understand? Okay? Yeah, thanks for helping me to like and share. Okay, help me to share, help me to like. I'm just a 6th grader. This no need to solve, because this one is not an equation. You see, it's all alphabet. There's no number, you see, other than this one. So this one cannot solve. You can only like shift, like make n the subject for this case, because it's s in terms of, it's an n in terms of, sorry, s in terms of a lot of alphabet ma. They want you to shift around and make n the subject. This is taught under Sec 2. Okay. I think I'm thinking, okay, because I just started my live TikTok live only in, I think, September or October. I think I did it in October. Okay, I think I take it. Bye bye. Okay, I take it in October. So I'm still don't know how I should do my TikTok live. Okay, now I'm doing like yearly. So I'm thinking maybe upcoming I might do topical. Like for example, maybe I just focus on changing subject. Then I'll talk about changing subject. I'll still see how it goes lah. Okay. Okay, come. Let's move on. Now I'm uni. I wish I'm in Sec 3 doing math. Uni tough, right? But it's like that one. When you are in Sec 1, then you just P6 go to Sec 1, you will find it tough. Then after that, when you're, let's say you're already in JC or Poly, you want to go to uni, then after that it's tough again. Angie, let's collaborate. I'm an educator as well. Keep in touch. How do you know my name is Angie? My name now is Kangie. Last time my name is indeed Angie. So I'm quite surprised why Rebecca know that I'm Angie. Smart. Okay? Okay, so let's move on. Okay, now this one is definitely a Sec 3 topic. Okay? Math in uni engineering is killer. I totally agree. When I take NTU engineering math, I want to snap myself, box myself every time. Okay, but just have to practice lah. Always practice make perfect. Okay, so this is definitely a Sec 3 topic, arc length and sector area. Okay, this is a topic that a lot of students hate. Why? Because it talks about radian. I also from NTU. Wow, senior. Are your senior or you my senior? Thanks for the rose. Okay, so kids, let me explain a bit more about radian. Okay, for those people who hate radian, every time they see a question that is talking about radian, then they will say, then they will skip. You my senior. Okay, okay. How you know? Maybe I only 18 years old. Can do another different one. Thanks for the rose. So I'm why am I do a different one? No lah, I'm just doing the questions here. Okay, I already planned this question, I will do the question. Okay, if you want other question, you just go to my YouTube and see whether you can find the questions that you want from there. Thanks for the food. Thanks for the ice cream. Wow, so many food. Luckily, I eat my tea break already before my TikTok live. Okay, come kids. Junjie, this is the common problem that students always have. Okay, see radian need change to the calculator mode. Then after the next question, forget to change back. It is okay. Thanks, Ruby. Thanks for supporting. Yay! Okay, so kids, take note. When you change your calculator to radian mode, okay, don't need to be afraid that, because a lot of students every time when they after they use radian mode, then they do other working, then they realize that they are in the radian mode, they will always have a shock of their life. They thought that, shit, whatever I do previously all wrong Then they panic. You understand? Okay, take note. You only worry about whether you are in degree or radian mode when you try to use desktop to watch, because if you use handphone a bit too small, this is the maximum I can go, okay? So the radian mode or degree mode will only affect when you're doing trigo. You understand? You see, let me explain. See, sine 30. When you punch into the calculator sine 30, you cannot put this thing, right? Correct or not? You cannot put the degree inside the calculator, agree? So when you punch in sine 30, you need to tell the calculator, see, sine 30. You see here, you never key the degree, You need to tell the calculator, hey, this 30 is degree, okay? It's not radian. Then you have to be in degree mode. You understand? Then they will calculate, sorry, now I'm in radian mode. See? Now I'm in radian mode. So my calculator will read it as 30 radian. You understand? So, take note, only will affect when you're using trigo. It will not affect all the other calculations. So don't need to be afraid. So now, the thing is, I need to say about angle. Okay, and the angle, you only have two types of unit. Okay, you either have degree, which everyone always know, correct? Then next is radian. It's just different unit. It's just that, like for example, I tell you my height is 156 cm. I also can tell you my height is 1.56 meter. It is the same value but different unit. So degree and radian is just different unit. Okay, the corresponding 360 degree in terms of radian, they write it as 2 pi. For 180 degree in terms of radian, they write it as pi. Okay, this is what you need to know. Understand? So no need to be afraid. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now come back to this question. How you know? Maybe I never say the right height. No lah. That's the real one. Okay. Let's go on. Now you need to show that the angle is approximately 1.676 radian. So let's take a look at the question. They say the area of the minor sector. Minor sector means the small sector over here. It is 15 pi. So kids, you want to know this is radian, you have to use the radian formula. So area of sector, the formula is half r squared theta. No lah, this one EMath, nothing to differentiate. Thank you, teacher. I hope your day is brighter than the sun. Thank you. Okay. So this, I will let this equals to 15 pi. Half r square, I have my r is 7.5, so it's 7.5 square. Theta is the unknown. I'm supposed to find out what's my theta. So equals to 15 pi. So my theta will be equals to, wait, let me see it, because I already did the calculation. Theta will be equals to 15 pi divided by 225 over 8. This is 225 over 8. So it's equals to 1.6755. So round off to 3s, not 3s, because they asked me to prove 1.676 ma. So 1.676 radian shown. Yeah, so many, this one cannot put so many. Okay. Okay, then next, please update your diagram. And please don't use the rounded off one. Always use a long one. So I will put here 6755. Understand? How to know if you must find theta? Oh, because they ask you to find angle AOB ma. So I'm given the area of this sector is 15 pi. So I use the formula area of sector half r square theta. So half r square theta equals to 15 pi. The only unknown here is the theta, which is the angle. Angle in radian unit. Okay, EMath is next week. Sec 3 EMath is next week. And then after that, I just simply this one, press calculator. It gives you 225/8. So to change, to make solve theta, you just take 15 pi divided by blah blah blah, press calculator, and you get this one. Okay? Yep, I stated that EMath today, my EMath 5 questions Sec 3E. Okay, bye bye. Hello, Pretty. They ask you to calculate the area of the shaded region. So I have the I have the minor sector. So you want to find the shaded. So I need to have this unshaded triangle, correct? So the question tell me that BC is 2.8 shaded triangle, correct? So the question tell me that BC is 2.8. So this one is also radius. So 7.5 minus 2.8, I get 4.7. Okay? Then I need to find area of this triangle. How? Okay? So this is a non-right angle triangle. So area of triangle AOC will be using half AB sine C. This is to find area of non-right angle triangle. Yes, this is under further trigo. Half AB sine C is under further trigo, but this one is under arc length sector area. So you learn further trigo first, then after the next chapter you learn arc length sector area. So they expect you to know sine rule, cosine rule, and half AB sine C. So after that, half, see AB sine C, the angle I have is this theta. So the two lines that catch your angle is the two lengths that I want. So it's half 4.7 and 7.5 sine 1.6755. See, here involves trigo, right? So from just now, actually, you see, from just now, okay, over here, although this one asks you to find this in radian, but this calculation, you don't have to be in radian mode. This calculation, you don't have to be in radian mode because there is no sine, cosine, tangent in this working. But when over here, you need to do sine 1.6755, and this 1.6755 is radian. Then yes, you need to make sure that you are in the radian mode, okay, and press the calculator, okay, and it will give you 17.5284. Okay, next, to find the area of shaded, this is only the triangle. So area of shaded, simply just take just now the answer, big 15 pi minus 17.5284, and you will get 29.595. Round it off to 3SF, 29.6 cm square. 3SF. Done. No, Adele, no. EMath also use radian because the arc length sector area learn the radian. As in, the formula, actually when you key in half r square theta or r theta, you don't have to be in radian mode. Okay, but you see now for this case, the question, the angle is in radian, right? Then I want to use half AB sine C. Then I will have to make sure that I'm in the radian mode because I need to tell calculator this is radian, understand? EMath, radian you use very, very, very minimum. But those who learn EMath, you need to be very, very good in your radian. You need to really know back and front of everything of the radian. Okay. You go toilet, but I will not stop for you. Okay, come, let's continue. Next is this. This is properties of circle. Again, this is a Sec 3 one. Okay. I'm not doing Fourier series lah. I'm doing Sec 1 to Sec 5 EMath and EMath. Okay, this is properties of circle, Sec 3. La La Land, some topics are still learning, I mean in its overlap lah. You can also learn. Okay, come let me continue. Okay, so properties of circle. Okay, You see, especially if they put here giving the reason for each answer, then you have to make sure you state the reason. So find giving reason for each, find for BOC. BOC. So first read the question and make sure that you see whether there's any diameter or center. So we know that O is the center and we know that COA is the diameter. Okay, so they ask for BOC. BOC. So do you see BAC? So center at the center is double the angle at the circumference. So the trick is they have the same base BC. So this is how you write. Okay, you will write it as angle BOC is equals to 2 times angle BAC. So which is 2 times 36, which is 72. So this statement, because you give BOC 2 times, right? So you have to, at this side, write angle at center equals to 2 angle at circumference. Yes, 72 degrees. So this is question first part. Yeah, okay. Next, they ask to find angle BCD. Okay. Okay, angle BCD. So please make sure you update the diagram. Always remember to update the diagram after you get the answer. 72. So mark here 72 degree. And I'm going to mark all the radius. OC is my radius, OB is my radius, OA is my radius. Okay. Always mark out radius, because marking out the radius, you will have a lot of, you will see isosceles triangle, which is important, understand? Okay, so they want BCD. BCD. So that means they want this angle over here. So kids, I'm going to tell you, this is slip chord. That means you find quadrilateral inside the circle. All 4 corners must touch the circumference. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quadrilateral, 4 points on the circle. Okay, when you find the quadrilateral inside the circle, opposite angles add up to be 180. So this angle plus this angle is 180. This, okay, maybe I draw here. Okay, see, I just draw 4 sides. Angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D. So angle A plus angle B give me 180 degree. Angle C plus angle D give me 180 degree. Okay, so this is, yeah, it's 116. So this is the property. Then I'm going to go and do the working. So it will be angle BCD. Why is it that this is a different? Wait, am I at the wrong page? Oops, I at the wrong page. Wait, let's see. Angle BCD. Angle BCD is equals to 180 degree minus 28 degree plus 36 degree, and I get 116 degree. So over here you can put it as, there's 2 types of properties. I mean, as in it's the same property, but you can name it differently. You can either say it's angles of opposite segment, or you can say it is angles in slip chord. I know I pronounce the slip wrongly. My students always correct me, but I always forget, so it doesn't matter. Know how to spell can already. Okay? So angle BCD is 116. Again, please remember to update your diagram. So here is 116 degree. Understand? Okay, let's continue. Next, they ask to find angle BEC. So angle BEC, BEC, this angle. This is the angle that they want. And you are going to use the property of radius perpendicular to the tangent. So this is 90 degree. Don't just put here 90. You must state the reasoning. So you will say angle, wait, you will say angle EBO or OBE is equals to 90 degree. You have to state that it's because radius is perpendicular to tangent. Then you can say angle BEC is equals to 180 degree minus 90 minus 72, which is equals to 18 degree. So this is angles in a triangle. Okay. So just now we said this one is 90 degree, correct? Then you see this triangle over here, got 72 and 90. So all I did is 180 minus 72 minus 90, I get 18. Again, I'm going to update my diagram, 18 degree. Okay? So this is done. Okay, so now next, we need to find angle DBC. So angle DBC, DBC. So that means you need to draw line. Okay, this one, they never draw the line for you, need to draw. You cannot find a ruler. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to draw dotted line. It's also partly to remind me that this is an additional line that I draw. Okay, so my task is to find DBC. That means this angle over here. So how am I going to find this angle over here? Anyone? Any idea? Okay, you see, when they give me this, they already hint me that it's this triangle. So I already have 116. So that means I need to find this angle first. So how am I going to find this angle? Spot CDB and CAB. You see, they have the same base BC, correct? Yes, properties of circle, there's quite a few numbers of rules, but it's always the few rules, understand? It's actually after you know the few rules, then, no, it's not isosceles triangle. You cannot assume CD is equals to CB at all. No, it's not. It's only that few rules that you need to remember, okay? So, what I need to do is angles in the same segment. So, this angle is 36 because it's the same as this. They have the same base. Both touch the circumference. See this triangle? These and these. So this is 36. So I have to state angle CDB is equals to angle CAB, which is equals to 36 degree. Then this is angles in same segment. Thanks for sending me the like. Help me to like and share. Then after that, we are not done yet. So this is 36. So the one that asked me to find now, the triangle, I have 116 and 36. So just 180 minus these two. So my angle DBC is 180 degree minus 36 plus 116. And I will get 28 degree. Done. So again, let's update the diagram. This is 28 degree. Okay? Okay, next, angle ECB. Okay, so let's see where is our angle ECB. Wow, I see a lot of light. Thank you very much. ECB, where my E? ECB. You see, you need to find this angle over here. Okay, so how am I going to find this angle? Now, I have to find this small angle over here. You'll be blocked by my moderator. Sam, can you block the Slurpee? Thank you. Okay, so after that, okay, so this small angle over here, how I'm going to find this is, I'm going to take 90 degree minus this angle here. How am I going to find this? Because this is an isosceles triangle. So I'm going to take angle, I'm going to find angle OBC first. Angle OBC equals to 180 degree minus 72 divided by 2, and I get 54 degree. Don't worry, Yong, those people will already get blocked already, I think. No problem, Roti Man. Okay, so this one is already very squeezy. So inside here, you can always arrow out and say this is 54 degree. So I need to take 90 degree minus 54 degree. and that will give me 36. So this is angle CBE. This one is just taking the existing 90 minus 54. So this one no need to put reason. This one is because of isosceles triangle, right? So you have to put this is because of isosceles triangle. Okay, we are not done yet. 36 is this one here. Then we want to find here, right? So this one easy. You just say, okay, angle ECB equals to 180 degree minus 36 and minus 18, and that will be 126 degree. And this is angles in a triangle. Done. Okay. Okay. Now let's move on to, so I just give a summary of the properties that just now we used. Okay, every time the often used one is angle at center is equals to 2 times angles at the circumference. This is one of them. The other one is this, angles at the opposite segment add up to be 180. Why angle CBE? No need to write reason. CBE. Oh, you know why? Because CBE, you see here, because I'm using 90 degree minus the angle over here. 90 degree previously I already give the reason that is radius perpendicular to tangent. So I don't have to state again. Okay, so when it's just 90 minus the angle 54 here, when it's just subtraction, no need to give reason. Okay, if you are writing the statement or working due to some property, then yes, at that line you got to state the reason. Okay, so then after that, this is angles in opposite segment, or sometimes they call it angles in silic quad also can. And I also have this radius perpendicular to tangent, often used, and of course angles in a triangle is also often used. Okay, and remember I say properties of circle question, first thing is always identify the radius. By marking out the radius, what I did, you see, just now I mark out the radius, right? Then we can spot isosceles triangle, and isosceles triangle you can solve some angle again. Okay, so it's always that few properties. So for just now someone said that there's a lot of properties, don't worry. Okay, there's only a few properties, and you do few more questions of properties of circle, you will just get used to it. Okay, yes, I teach Sec 1 normal tech, but not in this math TikTok live now. Now it's Sec 3 EMath in express level. Okay. Okay, see here, next question 4. This is on area volume of similar solid. Okay, I teach as long as it's Sec 1 to Sec 5, be it normal tech, normal acad of express. I mean, that one is I personally, because I'm a full-time math tutor, right? So that is what I teach. But now for this TikTok live, I'm doing 5 questions from a Sec 3 EMath paper. Okay? Okay, let's continue. So this is from a topic from area volume of similar solid. So look here, they tell me that the base area is 10256. This is area. So for me is, my habit is I always put A1 over A2. I always let my A1 be the smaller one and the A2 be the bigger one. So my A1 over A2 is 100 out of 256. And when you press calculator, this one can reduce the lowest term. Okay, and when you reduce to a lowest term, it's actually 25 out of 64. This is area ratio. They want the height ratio. Height ratio is the same as the length ratio. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, my height 1 over height 2 will be the same as my length 1 over length 2, which is taking the area ratio and square root it. So you get 5 out of 8. Go log, thank you. Yeah, I also just joined TikTok only. I don't know how, I don't know when TikTok actually started. I only joined TikTok this year. I only start doing math TikTok live in October, when I reach my 1,000 followers. Okay, tell me to like and share. I don't know, sometimes TikTok got a lot of hidden features. As I get more and more followers, I will have some features unlocked for me. Okay, I just reached 6K only. Tell me to like and share, see when I can reach my 10K. Okay, so careful, they ask for ratio. So you need to state ratio equals 5:8. Done. So 1 mark. So what I do is, my length ratio, I just use my area ratio and square root it. Okay? Okay, help me to like and share so that more people will know me. Those who already graduate, like already in the working adults or whatsoever, you can still help me to like and share. Why? Because when you like and share, maybe your friends or your relative, they all will still see my TikTok and they still learn from me lah. So you are helping them indirectly. Okay, come. So over here, next, the total surface area of the smaller container is 450. Should it be 5/8 square if it's in indices form? No, I don't have to square it, because this one is the height. Height ratio is the same as length ratio. Wow, P4, next year P5. This one too high end for you lah. Okay. This one is a Sec 3 topic. So, when they ask for surface area, you see, just now it was base area, right? Now they say surface area. You don't care whether it's base area, surface area. As long as it's area, that means you use the area ratio. Okay? So, what you do is, they say the smaller one is 450. Just now remember I said I always assign A1 as a smaller one. So first I write A1 over A2 first, which just now we already have it, the ratio is 25 out of 64. So I write it as 25 out of 64 first. So my area ratio is there already. Now is my smaller one is given, which is 450. So I will put A1 as 450, A2 is the unknown, so it will be this. So actually I form an equation. Sec 2 math similar to Sec 3 math. I should say different school teach the topics in different sequence. Sometimes you see that why the question appear in Sec 3 and did not have appear in Sec 2 or something like that. I mean, different school they teach in different sequence. That's one of it. And the thing is, when they come out Sec 3 paper or Sec 4 paper, they still will test Sec 1, Sec 2, Sec 3 topic That's why you see some questions which is like, why is it this one looks like a Sec 2 question or Sec 1 question? Understand? So now I'm going to solve the equation. So I want to solve A2, right? So it will be 450 times 64. 450 times 64 divided by 25. So of course this one, press calculator and you get, what is it? 1152 cm squared. Done. Understand? Okay, next. They say the capacity of the larger container. So keyword capacity, another keyword is larger. So capacity is the same thing as volume. So they ask you to find the capacity of the smaller one. So volume means I want to find my volume ratio. Okay, kids need to remember volume ratio V1 over V2. You need to take your length ratio, which just now we have found out that it was 5:8, correct? Which is 5/8. So I will take my length ratio and cube it. Always remember to use length ratio to cube it. Okay, some students go and take the area ratio and cube. Wrong. Always do the length ratio and then you cube it. Then after that, I know I will get 125 over 512. Then after that, see, this is the larger container. So I will put as V1 is my unknown. The small one is unknown. The big one is 5.12 equals to this ratio, 125 over 512. Then after that, I'm going to cross multiply. I'm going to solve V1. So V1 is 5.12 times 125 divided by 512. And I will get 1.25 liter. But we are not done yet because the question asks you to give in cubic centimeter, which is cm cube. So change this to ml, which is 1250 ml. Times 1000, I will get the ml. ml is the same as cm cube. So it's 1250 cm cube. Done. Okay. So, area volume of similar solid is actually a very easy topic. Okay. This one is a Sec 3 paper. Then I think they already give how much? 5 marks. So the only thing that you need to take note is, okay, volume 1 over volume 2 is using the length ratio and cube. Area 1 over area 2 is use the length ratio and square. Okay, and maybe just additional information for you. Okay, this is just add on. When they talk about the mass 1 over mass 2 is the same as volume 1 over volume 2. The ratio is the same. So when they ask you for mass, you still use the volume 1 over volume 2 ratio. Okay? I put in red color. It's just to let you know that it's not related to the question, but it's related to the topic. Okay? Last question. Last question is speed time graph. Okay? So you need to highlight. Not say highlight. You need to take note whether this is a speed time graph or distance time graph. So always check. Speed, time. Okay? Because different, you have to use different concept and formula. Speed time graph means gradient is the acceleration. Area under the graph is the distance traveled. So let's take a look and make sure that the information on the paragraph is put into the diagram. They tell me speed time graph, okay, acknowledge. Before I continue the last question, can you help me to like and share? Let me drink some water because I haven't drink water. I think this one is also part in physics. Thanks, Yong, for helping me to answer the kids. Hard, Sec 3 math. Wood off. What level are you in? If you are not at Sec 3 level, then of course you will find Sec 3 tough lah. Correct? But as you go, you all grow older and older, of course the things that we learn, it's always new thing, you will get tougher and tougher. It's normal. Okay, come. Question 5. So, from a speed of 25 meters per second in 15 seconds, okay, it's already stated there in the diagram. It then travels at a constant speed for 40 seconds, okay. So, from here to here is 40 seconds. Before coming to a rest means comes back to 0 at the constant retardation. So, over here, retardation is the same thing as deceleration. It's the same as deceleration. It's the same meaning. They just use different word. Understand? Yong, my ambassador. Okay, thanks for helping me to answer the question. So deceleration of 0.45. So, but when I will talk about the gradient should be minus 0.45 because the negative represent deceleration. Negative represent the retardation, okay? But if I say it's acceleration, my acceleration is minus 0.45. This is important, This is important. Yong, I totally agree. Sec 1 and Sec 2 math are easier than PSLE. Totally agree. Woody Berry. You're right. Okay, calculate. You see, I have a Sec 1 boy here listening on a Sec 3 topic. Right, Minecraft? Say hello. Are you still there? Okay. No, because once you know algebra, secondary school is easy. Minecraft, are you there now? I was saying that Sec 1 learn Sec 3 stuff, right? Wow, my Minecraft disappeared already. Okay, come. Okay, calculate the deceleration of the vehicle after 5 seconds. See, student panic. 5 seconds, where is it? 5 seconds is between here and here, right? From here to here, 5 seconds is as long as it's this part lah. But it doesn't matter where is it, understand? No chit chat, no chit chat, no chit chat, okay? I cannot see the relevant question already, Okay? Let's finish up the last question. Then after you want to chit chat a bit, it's fine. Okay, so 5 seconds is over here. So deceleration is the same meaning as finding the gradient. So I want to find the gradient. So kids, see, this is what I always do. I always label the point something like coordinate. Okay, so this one is 0,25. This one is 15,15. This one is 55,15. This one I don't have. I shall label this as T, and then this one will be the other way around. This one I will be T, 0. Understand? Hello, Terhamet. Okay? So, then after that, what you do is, let's find the gradient of the 5 seconds. 5 seconds is here, so it doesn't matter. From here to here, the gradient is the same because it's the same slope. So, find the gradient. It will be y1 minus y2. So, I'm going to take 25 minus 15 over 0 minus 15. So, when I do that, what do I get? I get minus 2/3. But be careful, they ask for deceleration, right? If they ask for calculate the acceleration, we will say that the answer is minus 2/3. But now is they ask you to say, find the deceleration. So you will say, therefore, deceleration after 5 seconds equals to 2/3 meter per second. So you cannot put the minus because deceleration represents the minus already. Then, of course, some students ask me can put in decimal. You also can put it as 0.6666. This one is recurring decimal, right? Round it off to 3SF, 0.667 meter per second squared. Done. 3SF. Okay? "老师，我们不明白。Why? Which part?" Who blocked the Wooly? No need to mute Wooly. Wooly is asking the question. Can someone unmute him or something like that? Okay? Okay, so deceleration. So, this part can understand or not? Do I need to repeat? Anyone need me to repeat or not? This is speed time graph. So sometimes school teach in during Sec 3, sometimes the school will only teach in Sec 4. Yes, meter per second divided by second is meter per second square. Yuki, which level are you at? Yuki, which level are you at? Just now you say that you are at which level? Are you in Sec 3 level? Okay. Hello, P5, I don't expect you to understand this. I'm not going to repeat for you. Okay. Why we can't use the 55 second here? No, because they say find the deceleration after 5 seconds. 5 seconds is here, So they want to know this part. This part is not accelerating or decelerating because from here to here, this is a constant speed. Constant speed acceleration is 0. Cannot use the 55 because it is this part, Deceleration is this part only, This one is constant acceleration, which is acceleration equals to 0. Sorry, not constant acceleration, constant speed. So it's acceleration equals to 0. So it's only this part that is decelerating. Can? Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so next is they ask find the total distance of the car traveled in the first 55 seconds. So the first 55 seconds is over here. So for speed time graph, when they ask for distance, you are trying to find the area under the curve. So area under the curve means area of the trapezium plus the area of the rectangle. Area of the trapezium plus area of the rectangle. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to state here area under curve, under graph, sorry, equals to distance traveled. Okay, so of course this one is for me to show you all why I use the formula. But of course during your exam you don't have to write this. So total distance in first 55 seconds. So I will break into the area of trapezium, right? So it will be half. Please block the Z, thank you. Block, not mute, block. Half times A plus B times height. Plus the rectangle, which is length times breadth. Okay, so it will be half. Okay, let's go back to the diagram. This is the trapezium. So A plus B, so it's 25 plus 15. So it's 25 plus 15. The height is here, so it's 15. Plus length times breadth. Length is 55 minus 15, so it's 40. So it's 40 multiplied by the height, which is the 15. So when this one is 300, this one is 600, so you get 900 meter. Distance is meter because it's meter per second. Singapore math is not that insane. As long as you got learn their topics and syllabus, is still fine, manageable actually. Okay, practice make perfect. Okay, so wait, did I update the diagram? Okay. Next, now they ask you to find the duration of the retardation of the car before coming to a complete stop. So they're asking to find this t. Not say find this t. T is the ending time. They want to know from here to here what is the duration. Understand? This is O level. This is express EMath. Okay? They want to find this. So what I do is, you see, I'm going to say let the n time be t. That's why my coordinate here is t0. Should it be area under the graph be distance traveled? Yeah, correct. Yong, correct. Area under the graph is equal to distance traveled. Right? Hello, Ken. Wow, my graph will appear already. Just now I call out your name, you don't want to come out. Area under the graph is equal to distance traveled. Yong? So you are right. Yes, now it's EMath Sec 3 speed time graph, kinematics, correct. I think mostly they call it speed time graph. Kinematics is more used on EMath. Yong? Correct what? Should it be let area under the graph be distance traveled? Just clarifying. Isn't that what I stated there? Okay, so I'm going to let the n time be t. So remember just now over here they tell me retardation is 0.45. So deceleration is m is equals to, deceleration is 0.45. Gradient is negative 0.45. So back to here, I will find my gradient first. So my gradient will be equals to y1 minus y2, which is 15 minus 0 over 55 minus t. And our gradient, we know that it is negative 0.45. Yeah, area under the curve is equal to distance traveled. No, as I already stated, this one is not for you to write inside your exam. This is just for me to let you know, okay? So now my gradient is negative 0.45 equals to 15 over 55 minus t. So put over 1, cross multiply and solve it. Okay? So it will be negative 0.45 bracket 55 minus t equals to 15. So I will get minus 24.75 plus 0.45t is equals to 15. 0.45t equals to 15 plus 24.75. 0.45t equals to 39.75. T equals to 39.75 divided by 0.45 equals to 88 and 1/3. But take note, this is not my final answer. Okay, because they ask for the duration. So if they ask for the duration, you need to take note that you have to take the ending 1 minus 55. Understand? So the duration will be equals to 88 1/3 minus 55, and that will give me 33 and 1/3 second. My Explorer crash. Is the live still on? Are you all still there? See my stuff disappear. 还有吗？有哦。Okay, so let's continue. No, you can put it in mixed number, it's fine. Speed, usually they put it in mixed number. You put in 3SF also, it's okay. But because you see, when you see, you just visualize that this is your speed time graph. When you want to read, exact value, right? So if you want to read exact value, you put it in mixed number. Okay, so usually speed and percentage they give in mixed number, which is the exact. So this is the duration, 33 1/3 second. Okay, 33 1/3 second. So the last step, oh, Chloe, just now what did you say? Why did the moderator mute you for the whole live? Just now you say something weird, is it, Chloe? I was thinking why Chloe never come. Okay, so use the grid below to sketch the distance time graph for the first 55 seconds of the journey. Yeah, because just now, you know why? Because a lot of time people just come in and just say, I don't understand. Purposely come in and say, I don't understand. So my moderator also thought that they're trying to disturb and then they get mute lah. Okay. So next time you all don't understand, maybe you should just say, teacher, I cannot understand. Maybe my moderator will not mute you. But you still can see my teaching, right? Okay, so normal tech math to express is quite a big jump. If you're aiming for it, get promoted to NA stream first. Yes, I agree. And anyway, they definitely normal tech you have to go to normal acad first before you can go to express. Okay, Chloe, good. At least you can see because sometimes people just come in and disturb. So my moderator get sensitive and then want to protect me and then block. Not block. Luckily you are muted, not blocked. Okay, come. The last step. Finding the distance time graph for the first 55 seconds. So remember just now we already find the distance for each part, 300 and 600. So all you need to do is you need to just draw the shape. So first let me identify where's my 15 and my 55. Okay? Yes, Yong is correct. That's not an easy path, but it's still possible. Still many people do that. Huh? Okay. So from 0 to 15, my distance traveled was 300, correct? Then the next thing is, you need to ask yourself whether from 0 to 15, are you accelerating? Are you traveling at a constant speed, or are you decelerating? You only have 3 types, right? You either is, actually 4 types. You either have, you are accelerating, decelerating. Yes, I admire your perseverance as well. Okay, stay strong, 加油. Okay, so I repeat, you either are decelerating, accelerating, moving at a constant speed, or not moving. Okay, so let's continue my last question. I want to finish my life. I got dinner planned. Okay, come kids, let's finish up the last part. Thank you. Okay, so over here, 0 to 15, we are decelerating. We are decelerating. So if we are decelerating, the shape of the graph is, you only have 3 types of shape. You either have this, or this. Okay, or of course still got straight line. Straight line means you are not moving. The distance, no change. This is to draw the 4 types. If you are accelerating, your shape is this. If you are moving at a constant speed, this is this shape, straight line. If you are decelerating, is this shape. If you are not moving, means the distance no change. So this is for accelerating, this is for constant, this is for decelerating, and this is not moving. Whereby distance no change. So now, someone tell me from 0 to 15 and 9, not moving, accelerating, decelerating, or constant speed. From 0 to 15. How? How? Nobody can answer me. 0 to 15 and 9, accelerating, decelerating, constant speed, or not moving. Good, decelerating. So if it's decelerating means I need to do this shape, right? And next is from 0, and then I know that it's 300. So you will go to here, mark out the 300, and then make sure you draw out the shape of this one. So it will be like that. Make sure you show the curve, like that. How curvy, it doesn't matter. Important is it mustn't look like a straight line, understand? Okay. Next is from the 15 to the 55. This one very straightforward, right? Is this decelerating, accelerating, or constant speed, or not moving? Ken is okay. Okay? Constant speed, good. So if you are constant speed, make sure you draw straight line. So careful, common mistake is what, you know? Common mistake is the second part, just now we calculated was 600, right? So students say, oh, okay, then they will mark from 15 to 55, they mark at 600. But you must understand that you already travel 300 meters just now. So to add on the 600, it should be 900. So the ending should be at 900, not at 600. So you must add on the distance. Understand? You must add on the distance. This is very important. So from here to here, from 300 to 900. So after that, you draw straight line. This one straight line, definitely must use ruler, please. So draw straight line. I did a bad demo. You should be using pencil to draw, not using pen to draw. But because I'm scared I use pencil, you cannot see my scanning. Some students take as constant as no change. Yes, correct. But it is not. You have to see your graph, okay? If your graph is a distance time graph, a straight line is not moving. For a speed time graph, a straight line is constant speed, means you are moving but at a constant speed. So you have as always know that whether it is speed time graph or is it distance time graph. Understand? No change should be stopped, right? No change means you are not moving. Like for the speed time graph, you will see that it's at the 0 lor. Because not moving means you are 0 meter per second ma. Well, we can even draw the line powers, yeah. Okay, so that's all for this part, and you are done. So many students always cannot draw the last part, which is the distance time graph. So I already say you just need to know this 4 shape. Seldom they will come out to ask you to draw this part lah. Okay, so just make sure that your curve acceleration is going upwards, curve up. Decelerating is a bit is curve. I don't know how you call that lah. I don't know. Yeah, it's like it's this shape lah. Then after that, this is constant, means it's straight line. Understand? Maybe I should put here constant speed. Okay.